Hello, hello. So, one of the things that I uh, changed on my stream is now on the starting screen and also my Be Right Back screen. It shows the currently playing song. And that's provided by Pretzel Rocks. Which I also have the Pretzel Rocks logo included. This is also going to make it that much easier uploading the video onto YouTube to indicate which song is actually playing so that I can better identify if the music, if the stream or video got muted because of that song or if it's something else. Also, speaking of YouTube, if you are watching this off of YouTube, you can, hold on. So anyway, yeah, you can watch or catch up with the videos through the, oh yeah, I'll wait until I finish that. You can catch up with the videos through the uh, playlist that will be available on the card. And now the other the actual special announcement that I was uh, intending to announce today. Oh, shit. Of course, wouldn't be able to switch scenes. But there. So now I have a new PNG tuber. And this one, my old one, I made using AI to cartoonify my face. This one I made using Evrite. So, yeah. Now that I've made my special announcement, I'm wondering if I should actually just kind of change the title so that anyone that comes into the stream after my end now isn't going to be like, well, what's the special announcement? Awesome. So, why is... Oops. Okay, there. Switch the... or change the title.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Back to the beginning, where it all started.
What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
I've never seen anything grow that fast before.
Welcome to the Living Lands.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
I wonder who struck first.
It's who strikes last that counts.
The steel garrote have been itching for a
Who
fight
strikes
this whole
first
time.
also is important.
This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I freed Sapadal from their prison. The Dream Scourge is over.
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Something has gone right.
A lot of things have gone right. It's what's gone wrong we should be worried about.
We march on still. We run, but we are not yet truly free.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Okay. Ooh.
How did you make it out here?
Guy! Envoy! Ah, the growth. Look what they've done to Paradise. Marched in with no warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Easy. You're here now. Where did they come from?
Okay.
Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're doing?
Whatever it takes to show Paradise they're in charge.
What's the point of exploring if you just want to plant your flag everywhere?
Is everything at the Emporium all right?
They broke some glass, but the map is safe. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Ballarok.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. Gods, I hope they're not trapped in there. I am sorry I can't be more help.
Okay, got a little bit of a break. Good a chance to show off. Oh shit, that's still not working. So, and break should be over. Take care of yourself and don't get killed.
I won't give them the satisfaction of killing me.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Ballarok yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
Thanks. It can't hurt to look. What do you have? Actually.
Snow? Why is there snow here?
It's gotta be Ringgrim's work. I heard she made it snow in Shatterscar.
Oh, shit.
The envoy. Is that you?
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nokutarek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
I met the god of the living lands and freed them.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thrall still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Boudica imprisoned Sapadal in the garden. I let them out.
Wodica no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Naku Tedek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
So, let's see. Sapadal was afraid of an Antirian invasion and Boudica's return. They didn't mean to hurt us.
For now. Who's to say they don't get their feathers in a ruff again and wipe us all out with a tsunami?
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
Distinctly remember killing Ludwine on top of Mount Foria.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking, just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
She's gonna try to kill me again, isn't she?
Regrettably, she's not in the business of making exceptions for people she deems Oathbreaker. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible.
What do you know about this attack, Ambassador?
Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city shortly after you beat her to the garden.
What does Ludwine hope to achieve here?
The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Wodican state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks, Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement.
That fucking chainsaw back.
Somewhere inside that hollow head of hers, I believe she always hoped she'd turn you to her side. Remember, she has an obligation to Wodica, a solemn oath. And neither the Steel Garrote nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Why did Ludwina decide to attack Paradise now?
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwine and the Tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence.
Yeah, from Jada, we can assign blame when the dust settles.
Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradise cries out for help?
Enough. I've
Because
heard your
blaming him
concerns.
doesn't
We cannot
change
change it now.
anything.
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwine's vision for the Living Lands.
Is this what the Emperor wants?
Inquisitor answers only to Wodica. In attacking Paradise, she has dragged us all far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires.
Do you think the Living Lands would stabilize under Adiran rule?
Oh, I can't wait to see how you weasel out of this one.
I know it will. We are leading by example, returning order and dignity to Paradise in the wake of the Clavager's death. We will do the same to the frontier, given the chance.
Where was order and dignity when you burned Fior Messiverno?
My administration had nothing to do with that, as I know you know. Adiran rule and rule by the Steel Garrote would be markedly different beasts.
Spoken like a fucking diplomat. Splitting hairs when it all comes from the same head.
Order and dignity. That's what you think we're missing? Bastards! All of you!
You will take it all, whether the chance is given to you or not.
Enough of this. What happens next?
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwine has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwine, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together.
Damn, I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to... Oh. Damn it.
But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
I'm not familiar with a grave room. How does that work?
The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local communities. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adia's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid.
That's possibly about the best option.
Son, pernicious. Touch the rot, yet the disease remains. Safety among spiders. A web gleaming with dew. They weave, they wait.
It would be our grave.
Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwig. But you were born to rule here. Quite literally.
So, got another ad break. Okay, back to game. This is a lot to take in.
Well, give the matter some thought. You owe that much to yourself, at least.
What do you think?
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. Look to the Eastern Reach if you don't believe me. They want to bleed us dry, to fill their coffers and fight their wars, to break us like wild animals. But I will not bend.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place special. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people, Envoy.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex it later.
I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and get promises in return. But we have wealth enough to give some away, if it means my wardens may return to their vigil in peace.
A grave room could work, so long as trade keeps moving through the Scarp and you're willing to serve as our go-between, Envoy. And we'll have cannons enough to deter the adherents from trying anything stupid.
When the Empire demands its tribute, from where will it come? Emerald Stair is not the breadbasket it was, and the dream of yore is now deferred. If we accept this deal, I fear we are building a trap certain to catch our own legs.
Me about other possibilities.
Of course.
What would becoming a colony entail?
The Living Lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling and speak only the Adiran language. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran medicine. And their weapons would be efficient Adiran weapons. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Our emperor would become their emperor. Turned toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue god, would dare attack the Living Lands. This island would be safe for the first time in its history, and safe it would remain.
It would lose any concept of individuality or identity that it currently has.
He would suppress our culture before it's had a chance to grow. Everything my people cultivated would be reduced to a footnote. If you have any love for this land, do not allow him to overwrite our history.
Rawatai built its empire from colonies like this. Many have become centers of culture and prosperity, backed by the protection of a strong navy. Of course, it can take decades to get there. And this road isn't an easy one. But Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place. A formal agreement now could protect us from something worse later.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
The Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir, no matter how hard Adir wants it to be. Adir should turn back now and save everyone a bunch of blessed trouble.
I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts.
The traditions of solace are what give my wardens their strength. Without them, we would buckle under the weight of the tusks. I would sooner walk my people into the acid sea than trust an Adiran to hold me up.
What need does Thirdborn have for the protections of Adiran soldiers? We have cannons, cliffs, and wills forged in the storms of Rawatai. And should Rawatai come for us, we will rain hellfire down on their heads. Your Adirans could do no better.
Under Adiran rule, your countrymen would strip my people of everything that makes them unique, all in the name of spiritual hygiene. I cannot betray them like that.
Yeah, I kind of agree that.
Of course.
Colonization. Why are you involved in this decision, Hilgard?
Excellent question.
You have seen more of this land and met more of its people than any of us. Your opinion is informed. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. And against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're a Diran, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway.
I have another idea. What about a united living lands?
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
What do you think?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Yeah, that was before anyone kind of knew about your presence. Now that it is known, I don't know if there is a way to really go back. I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts?
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? Together, we could repair Thior and
complaining
create
about the
such
god
miracles of
earlier?
animancy the living lands will become the envy of the world. It would be the honor of my life to stand with my people beside you all.
I've heard enough.
Well, let's not twiddle our thumbs while Paradise burns.
To be honest, Reform is probably the best choice. Get the security and protection of a colony and the independence, or at least not the identity and individuality of being independent. I think we should attempt a grief room.
A fine compromise.
So long as my wardens are left in peace, we will endure a grave rum.
To brisk trade. A docile Shatterscarp and a grave rum.
A grave rum, then, if we must. And, God's willing, Fjord will feed the world.
I do not trust your empire to show restraint in its control of the living lands. Gods help us.
We can worry about the future when it comes. This at least gives us the backing to survive and rebuild.
Right. Might as well go ahead and start designing those rebel flags sooner rather than later.
Good. We'll have perhaps a whole week of peace before the yoke starts chafing.
I will do my level best to convince the Emperor to accept a grave room. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
Then I will meet Ludwig on the battlefield. Let no man stand who tries to stop me.
Whatever happens to the living lands, at least I can kill Ludwig. I'll take that over nothing.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for trusting me.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza.
When did you become a military strategist?
Let's just say this is not my first brush with a tyrannical authority, though. I pray it is my last. May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city. Whatever happens tomorrow, the Steel Garrote can only make it worse.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
Let's talk at camp.
Okay. Then let's go to camp.
Can't sleep? Neither can I. We're going into battle for the soul of the living lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradis militia. Your Emperor will not be pleased.
I have influence in court. My report on the living lands will change minds.
Political influence is dangerous. If you aren't careful, it can turn against you. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adirans will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last.
The living lands accepted me for who I am. I can't forget that.
All we ask in return is that you do the same for us. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him.
Noted. Thanks for the warning.
I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
We're gonna go, cross paths with Leewin again. Are you concerned?
In truth, I'm not as worried as I used to be. I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulating a theory, you might say. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Stubbornness, unfinished business, that sort of thing. Ludwig is held together by faith, and that may be her undoing.
How so?
Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapadal should not exist. A new god independent of hers? Blasphemy. By that logic, you shouldn't exist.
How do I use that to my advantage?
By staying alive, of course. You are the godlike of a heretical god. a contradiction to her reality. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Her entire worldview depends on it. Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. For the research.
You offered to teach me. I'm ready to learn.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an animancer, now's the time.
Whatever you want to teach me, I leave it in your hands.
Very well. Hold your questions to the end if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
I was hanging on every word.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
You were telling me about the fight that broke out during your thesis defense. That is actually, this is technically the correct answer. I'm almost also kind of tempted to say that. And in the next, let's say 30 seconds, if someone donates, someone subs, gives a sub, or cheers, $5 or 500 bits, then, oh no, not, that's a little much. So let's say 100 bits. Then I will pick whatever it is they decide. So the time starts now. Okay. So.
Ah, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
that's enough for now. Get some rest.
You too. I can't wait to give the Steel Garrote a piece of my mind. Their reckoning is long overdue.
You're gonna give them a lot more than a piece of your mind. Save some for the rest of us.
Odd fighting alongside the militia, but it feels right. Like we're fighting for the survival of the lands.
Now we get to see how much the Steel Garrote like being set to the torch.
Hmm. Let's go with Weighted Eons. Let's go with Hunter's Anger.
So the Living Lands is finally joining the rest of the world. Part of me will miss the frontier days, but the comforts of civilization will be nice.
Don't get too comfortable in that soft...
Hmm. Let's go with this one.
Comfortable in that soft bed, Amaku.
Shit, which one did I equip? Okay, Wild Walker.
There'll always be... someone to pull you out of it.
I call it colonization by another name. Freedom within limits. A contradiction if I ever heard of one.
Now that Adir has been given an inch, they'll soon take a mile.
Or we'll just take it back, like the Deerwood and Raed Saris. Either way, we should focus on the battle ahead. Ludwig's the real enemy.
I agree.
That's clean.
Oh, big mistake!
I'll teach you!
You take lead.
Quiet as a soul.
We've got company!
Oh,
We shall tear your enemies apart.
hi.
Under attack!
Never had a chance.
Well, that was fun.
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back. Just like the good old days.
What are you doing?
On your left!
Got another head break. Okay.
I thought you left town weeks ago.
The steel garrote has gone too far. I'm here to put a stop to it.
About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen to.
No, I don't think so. I don't think... I think the only one that you'll listen to is Vodka. Are there any other survivors?
I saw a few on my way here. I imagine they've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Listen, one of the Garrote's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the captain who forgot it.
I appreciate it. I'll be careful.
You shouldn't find much opposition down there. I wish someone had stood up to the steel garrote a long time ago. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. Good luck.
should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the Garrote set this bar alight?
They have thaumaturges out there. You saw them.
And soon there'll be thaumaturges in here.
What if you stayed there? Just until we clear the path.
They will run.
What?
Found you.
You asked for it.
Lead the way.
Stop right there.
If you insist.
Nicely done.
Shit. Damn it.
Faster, I said. For the living. Stay down.
They never saw you coming.
Get off me!
Envoy, welcome to the right side of history.
got the plaza under control.
Well, not quite.
Got them all.
There. Now it's under control.
Boudica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we?
Yes, we
Let's
shall.
make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie.
No, but how do we do that? Damn.
There you are. Envoy. Come.
She's not lost yet. We would still welcome her graft onto our tree.
Speak to me. So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Weird one. I don't want to kill you. I just want this to end.
Our conflict was foretold the moment you were born. You can no more avoid it than I can die. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
The negotiations were a success. The living lands will be in enduring grief from.
Heelguard is a fool if he thinks half measures will save the island. When this is over, I'll instruct him, personally.
I won't weep for Heelguard.
As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live.
As usual, you're leaping to conclusions about something you barely understand.
Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
I won't fight you, Ludwig. I don't need to.
You will. You must. You have no choice. Face me and die with honor, or fall to your knees and die as a coward. How you die doesn't matter, but you will die. Every vestige of Sapadal must be wiped from this earth. The burned queen demands it.
We are a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of what we mean.
Damn. Vodka doesn't frighten me, and neither do you.
Pathetic. You believe this is about fear? Power, Envoy. Here, now, and in every time, power is the wheel that turns the world. And beyond the living lands, the Burned Queen reigns above all.
I can't listen to one more second of your ravings.
Finally! Give me the clarity I require. Give me proof of her devotion to me. Farewell, Envoy.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the next world.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done killing you, your god of plagues is...
Did that even hurt them?
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Come on, let's kill her already. One last time.
Wolika! Queen among queens! Send me your aid!
Wodica is done with you, Ludwig.
Nicely done.
Ouch. What the fuck?
You won't get through this.
Again! Wolika! Help me! One last time! Wolika! Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now!
Kill her now!
Couldn't have done it better.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
Done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand.
The Paradis militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction.
Got an ad break. Since everyone else is getting a break, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break myself. Okay. I'm back.
You tell them the truth. How the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. With your guidance, the Living Lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are protected from future attacks. The fight for survival is over. You showed the rebels of Paradis mercy, but they can never trust the Empire. Instead, they keep to the wilderness, always 2 steps ahead of Adir, only attacking when provoked. That is as close as they come to peace. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. Though Adir has promised that the Living Lands will retain their autonomy, not everyone in Shatterscarp trusts the Empire. But many Adiran ships sail into the Grave Room's ports, bearing fine linens and aged wines. These ease the painful memory of the day Reengrim culled their people. After the Living Lands is declared a vassal of Adir, Solace Keep reluctantly opens the doors of its fortress, though not before numerous missives are sent to Mihala demanding the Grave Room be honored. Her reluctance costs the dwarves. The Pargrunen are never favored in trade negotiations, and are the last to be supplied by Adiran caravans. But the Wardens have rounder bellies than anyone can remember. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yatsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Mes Iverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yatsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal has questions about what happens tomorrow, and the day after. You do your best to keep them calm, until the voice in your head is little more than a polite whisper. After everything you've been through, you don't mind the company. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Is this the end of the game? Did I finish it? Kind of like that you can speed up the credits without having to actually skip them. Okay. What happens if I continue? Oh. Okay. So it just goes back to
forever.
Silence falls over. You feel.
and it just goes back to the epilogue. So let's do that. And I think this is where I'll call stream today. So tomorrow I will not be going live because I'll be taking the entire rest of the week off in remembrance of my sister's death. I would have normally taken today off, but because I didn't stream last week, I decided to do so today, just to make sure to get one stream in or one last stream in before I'd be basically going on vacation, so to speak. So yeah, I'll be back on the 26th, which is next Sunday. But oh, huh. I don't remember adding my... Oh, yeah. Never mind. I included my PNG tuber in a special source, and I then linked that source to my ending screen. So that's why it's here. I forgot about that entirely. So, anyway. Let's go ahead and snooze that ad. Thanks, Sari. I have no idea what was going to be, what was actually said, but it was apparently suspected to be spam. So, okay. But anyway, if I have a Discord where you can join to get notified about when I've gone live or play games with me here on stream when or on the occasion that I do play some sort of co-op or multiplayer game. There's my Discord. Can also hang out with me when I'm not streaming. It's pretty quiet most of the time. I also have my social media, which I kind of posting more often. Well, I'm doing a lot of unrelated, non-stream related posting on my Twitter, but today I at least did tweet out my go live thing. I'm pretty sparse on Blue Sky as well, but anyway, if you'd like to help me become financially independent, you can subscribe here on Twitch or become a patron on Patreon for $1 per month. There should have been a thing that pops up for Patreon with logo and such when I use that command, but whatever. I also have my, if you'd like to get something back for a contribution, I have my merch store, or you can buy something for me directly off my Throne wish list. I stream every Friday, Sunday, Monday, starting at 8 p.m. Central Time, but all the rest of this week I'll be taking it off, so I'll be back on next Sunday. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you're watching the stream on YouTube and you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and leave a comment, and to make sure you don't miss out on future videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. So with that, I'm going to end stream in 1, 2.